Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? The stock market broke an all-time record again today. This is the 40th time that the stock market has broke its all-time record. It closed today at 22,331. It's unbelievable what has happened. Is it the Trump bump or is it something else? And what should you do? Let me just say this. Put your faith in Jesus Christ. Definitely do that. Let me break in on this video before I go any further with the information and just say maybe one thing I would recommend is you check in on two of our real good sponsors of our broadcast, two good Christian men, Charles of Noble Gold Investments and Bob at TradeGeniusAcademy.com. Now, they would both tell you don't put your faith in the stock market, to diversify that 401k. If you have your 401k pension, you got all of your money in that one 401k, they would say don't do that. Put some of it maybe in precious metals. That's what Charles would tell you at Noble Gold, in silver and gold. And Bob would tell you, yeah, precious metals would be one place to put some of your assets from your 401k, but maybe put some of it in cryptocurrency. Let him tell you which stocks you should put them in, some of those more consistent blue chip stocks. Look, he's the expert. Bob at TradeGeniusAcademy.com and Charles at NobleGoldInvestments.com. Those two guys, I would, look, if I need to have surgery, I'm going to go to a surgeon. And if I'm going to talk about your 401k, you need to talk to them. I'll put both of their links below. They're good men. I've met them. They are Christian guys. They're very, very good men, and they'll help you, okay? Now, as far as the stock market's concerned, this was another record. Is it the Trump bump, or is there something else going on we need to know about? We know that unfortunately, there can be a spike in growth when there is a war. I can tell you right now, I've gotten information that the United States is ordering new Abrams tanks, new armored vehicles, all kinds of different rocket launchers, new planes, new boats. I mean, you wouldn't believe the defense spending that's taking place. Is it preparation for North Korea? Maybe so. Matter of fact, a man just called me, said that one of his, and this guy's a retired veteran, he said to me that a friend of his who is 55 years old, my age, just got recruited by the United States Army to come and to come back to the Army because he's a physician assistant. He's a PA, okay? And so if they're starting to look for doctors, if they're starting to look for physician assistants to come back into the military, even up as high as 55 years old, then that means a war must be looming very soon. With defense contracts increasing, stock market growing, the military-industrial complex must know what's coming. We've heard rumors that a war with North Korea is just around the corner. As soon as the South Korean Olympics, Winter Olympics in Seoul, South Korea, as soon as those Olympics are over and everybody's gone, everything clears, you can look for a confrontation militarily. We've already heard Nikki Haley say yesterday that the UN is out of options. We don't have nothing else we can do. We're turning this over to the Pentagon. We're turning it over, she said, to the Secretary of Defense, James Mad Dog Mattis. And even H.R. McMaster said yesterday, we've kicked this can down the road and there's no more road left. Folks, tomorrow Donald Trump will probably stand in front of the United Nations and slap those that need to be slapped and praise those that deserve it. But is he setting the world up for a confrontation with North Korea? And is it because he has to? I mean, North Korea is the one firing the rockets, shooting them over Japanese heads, and Japan has no way to defend themselves. They have no nuclear capability. And what about Seoul, South Korea? Several million people live in that city, and 28,000 of our U.S. personnel are there. And then, of course, Kim Jong-un said he wants to destroy Guam. And said he wants to sink Japan, he said this weekend, and turn America into ashes and darkness. Are you serious? So watch the indicators of war. The first place you look is the stock market. Are they preparing for tax reform? I hope so. I hope we have tax breaks. But are they really preparing for profits from the upcoming confrontation that they know apparently is about to happen? Now, Jesus said in the Bible there would be wars and rumors of wars. So expect that to happen. You're not going to, look, it's not going to get, look, I know that Wednesday on the Feast of Trumpets, on Rosh Hashanah, that the United Nations just so happened to choose that day as the day that they proclaim peace and security to the world. But the Bible says when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh. Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ, because we are truly living in the last days and we are running out of time. Matthew 24, Mark 13, Luke 21. Read what it says. War is imminent. Armageddon concludes it.